automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't know this late. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football. And EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Love now on 2nd down. Trying to improvise. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Love looking to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st down.
First down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has you. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on the drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
33, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on second down. Murray flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. They'll hustle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. That's
ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now a handoff looking right. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Running from the gun with Henry.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Off the play fake, Love. Flush to his right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Henry, and he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 31. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Chris Boswell.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Steelers 14. Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, although it didn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain on the play there, second down.
And 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
16 yards, a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, what's the ball? 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Know your job.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 30 yards there.
A gain of 30.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Love. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 29, Murray. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Murray's pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bounce. Talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on. Must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Time I was dying and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Let's legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. We just spit on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just spit on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
She right got me.
Well, I tell you what, we have an absolutely perfect Midwestern afternoon for football, and EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Sanders' first carry of the game. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle made
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Murray now to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Murray. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Sanders, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Bengals are here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
To Calvin Ridley.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 64 yards.
Pittsburgh.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Murray. And he's going to go down again.
Murray sacked.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flush to his right. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39. Give him 7 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
55, my God, 55. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They do go for it. It's Murray. He's going to try and go deep again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They begin with Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. We'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the side. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again the 1st down now. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
At the 20-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch the safety creep. Check.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Extra points.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd down, Love. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That ties the game.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on first down. Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Play fake. Here's Love. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This is caught. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Brandon, we've seen an incomplete pass and an attempted run, not getting them anywhere at all. I'm not sure they're committed on this drive about what they want to do. I just wonder if they just say, listen, let's line up and run this thing and make it 4-down territory.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
The Steelers.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bear in a message. To a confession, you a mess. You and scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheetah, run up there, I'm airing the scene. I'm just like the cheetah prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a man. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting. I'm cheating cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot.